Good morning, guys. We are off to swimming this morning, and then after swimming, this is a terrible angle because you can't see my face. Hang on a sec. That's probably the best we're going to get. I'm having the worst hair day. Does anyone else have this? That your hair just won't cooperate some days. My hair really isn't cooperating today. I feel like I don't know, kind of in a whatever. Is my phone going off? So I'm all over the place. We have got swimming lessons this morning, and then I'm taking the kids out to a little thing at one of the shopping centres. I thought I would try and share that with you guys, and I thought it'd be worthwhile doing like a vlog style video today. Usually we don't do much after swimming because the kids are a bit tired, but yesterday was a full-on quiet as rest day. So today I think we probably need to go out and do something. It's a free event that one of the Baker's Delights are doing, and you get to like decorate some buns and then bring them home, and this mama bear gets a free coffee. So we're going to do that. So we're going to have swimming, we're going to get changed, we're going to go to the event, and after that, who knows? Who knows how my children are feeling? Who knows how the coffee is going to affect me and what we're going to spend our morning doing? Whether we're going to go to the shops and buy things, or my kids are going to scream and we're going to come home. That is my prediction.
Mommy,
yes.
Can't find.
Can't find what? We've lost a shoe. Why is it not in the garage? It should be in the garage.
There's not.
Well,
Let's just see. I like that. I need to swimming that.
after swimming.
These.
Okay, guys, into the car.
Yes.
I know, we just changed into our sparkly shoes. Just rolling with it this morning. Off we go. Does anyone else find that their kids some days are just in their world of their own? My kids just are not listening to me today. Yeah?
One toy.
Okay. One toy. We've got a rule in this house that when we go out, we can take one toy because, oh my God, my hands are so full. The amount of toys we have lost when we go out. Come down this side, guys. We're doing a massive garage clean out.
I don't have to
Everywhere. Careful. Yeah, the rule is, oh my gosh, one toy. I can't even get through my car.
Look.
I'm puffing, that's not a good sign. One toy for when we go out, because the amount of toys that the kids have taken out, oh, sorry guys, and have lost. Has made me less than impressed. We have the rule, one toy comes with us. I've also actually got to go to the post office today and get one of my boards posted out. Well, actually, this lovely follower, well, I'm assuming it's a follower because they bought directly from my website, has purchased 4 boards. I'm guessing there's like a birthday or she's buying for someone. Oh my God, I need to get this stuff. I've got all this stuff here that is going. I've sold a bunch on Marketplace and a bunch of people have picked it up. Thank you. The amount of times I'm going to buckle you up, I've sold things on Marketplace. The amount of times I have sold things on Marketplace and the people do not turn up or they cancel last minute. It's so annoying. Anyway, I'm going to get these kids in the car strapped in. Off to swimming. And I'm going to see you guys when we get to the shop.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this: we could have been stardust.
Alright, we are home. The kids are absolutely buggered. It's actually 20 to 12. So we've been out since 8 o'clock this morning. They've just asked to watch Shrek on TV. I'm just making myself a cup of tea. At the local shops, well not the local, at the shops that we go to, they have a Cinnabon place, and I fell in love with this, I think it was about 18 months ago. I just love the traditional cinnamon ones. So yum. So I figured the kids got to make these buns and eat them and enjoy them. I'm gonna treat myself to these, and my husband hates these, so these are all for me. And they last a good week. You just heat them up in the microwave. I'll put it up for you. So I'm making myself a cup of tea. I'm gonna have a Cinnabon. Okay, the kids are on the couch watching the movie. I used to sit with them all the time, but I find now I need to sometimes give myself quiet time. So I'm just sitting at the dining table. I'm actually going to go through. I'm going to try and do every vlog style like this to include a cooking segment. And I bought a brisket, a piece of beef brisket in the grocery haul last week. I'm going to cook it up. I'm going to find a recipe. Never cooked brisket before, never used this recipe before, and we're going to do a cook along and see how it turns out. Brisket is great to have in like buns just for lunch, to have kind of as like a stew kind of a thing. It's a really nice cut of meat if it's cooked right, but I've never cooked it before. I'm going to find something and we're going to cook it together. I just had a delivery. I ordered some stuff from Cotton On. I ordered it online using the Shopback website because Cotton On, I think, had 20% off store-wide, and then Shopback had like an extra 30% off from one of their promo things they had going on. So I actually got a few things. A lot of it is just underwear, to be honest, because, let's be honest, I have not replaced my underwear since I was pregnant with my son. Overdue. So while I'm here having my tea, I'll show you what I got. I've had these ones before, but these are just super comfy. For like bedtime little crop tops. I wear them underneath. Okay, done then. Good job. They're just like little really soft, cottony, stretchy crop tops. So I've just got a couple more of those. How much? They were $14.99 each. But then I got all those discounts. So I don't know, and I didn't want to pay too much. I just got a bunch of colours in them. So look, I think it would have worked out to be about $7 maybe. Good boy. And that I'm pretty happy with to wear as a... No, not now, not later. Just really comfy. They're not seam free, but they're like a real softy, stretchy little crop top. And I really like them. I think I've got them in a pink one and 2 blue. So I've got now 2 white. And I'm guessing I maybe purchased 2 black. Yeah, bud.
Look, Mommy, I have no fancy on my ear.
Wow. Oh no, that's it. I just got 3 of them. And then, I mean, super boring. My camera's on a really bad angle. I don't have my tripod. I just bought a bunch of underwear, just plain white, black, neutrals. I got some new bra. Like I said, I haven't tried these on, but I have not bought underwear since I was pregnant with my son. I'm not wearing maternity stuff anymore. This is just stuff before I had my son, because you know what it's like. It doesn't become an important thing to purchase. Geez, they've given me a lot of plastic. Every single one is in a bag. And then every bag has a coat hanger. And the coat hangers are really nice, but I'm not going to use them. This is a lot of rubbish. And then every single one's got like the tag. And then the tag. That's a lot of rubbish, Cotton On. I'm not going to show you my undies, guys. And then this one here. I hope you can hear me over all this plastic. Oh, gosh. It's just the black one in the lot, and then I'm pretty basic with underwear now. I find Black, white, and nude does me just fine. So that all came there. I thought I bought some pajamas. Maybe I decided to take them out of the cart. So I need to try the bras on to make sure the bras fit. So that's it, just a bunch of boring underwear. Alright, I'm just making the kids some lunch. I've got the worst hay fever. I don't know if it's a plant around here or what. My eye is really sore. I also think that my mascara probably needs to go into the bin. I'm just clearing up my bench space here because I have found a recipe for the brisket I'm going to make as well. Little Miss just had her peanut butter sandwich and then just wants a Vegemite one. Oh gosh, my eyes are so sore. And then little Miss is going to go down for her nap. Little man is going to have quiet time. He is absolutely loving that little reading eggs app that we downloaded. There is a free 30-day trial. I'll leave a little thing below if you want to sign up for it. He is loving it. Every morning he comes in and we have a chat. And this morning we were talking about the dog sitting on the front balcony. And he goes, "B, balcony, that's a B." Okay, he's just informed me he just wants butter. Little Miss is crying because when she eats her sandwiches, she pulls them apart like this and licks them, and one's just broken. And our little man doesn't want Vegemite, he just wants butter. Lucky he told me that. I feel like I'm non-stop today. Anyway, I'm gonna clean up this bench. All of this. Give little man his sandwich with his drink. Oh, that's empty. All right, I wanna get the brisket on before little Miss goes down to her nap, because little man will have a nap and I can have quiet time. We'll do some emails. I've got you on a really bad tripod. Let's just see if I can slightly tilt you. Well, all right, I think I've got you guys set up. Let me show you the brisket. Why I done that, I don't know. So this is the brisket I purchased from Coles the other day, part of my grocery order. It was $15 a kilo. This actually worked out a lot more cheaper than getting any other cut of meat to do like a sort of slow cooked kind of a feed. So I have found something I have found a recipe, I should say, that I am going to do. I'm just bringing it up on my phone. Should I do this with you guys without actually having tried it first? I don't know, but the recipe has all the ingredients that I need, so let's grab them out of the pantry. All right, I need brown sugar. I need paprika. I've only got ground paprika, but we're just gonna use that. I need onion powder, garlic powder, mustard powder, salt, pepper, and cumin. And this is why I love having pantry staples. I have everything this recipe requires. And this is actually the rub. So let me grab my pot. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna get rubbed in a bunch of these spices, put into a pot, and we slowly cook it. If you had a slow cooker, amazing, go with it. I'm just using my massive cast iron enamel pot. I'm gonna put it on the oven to slowly cook because I am home, I can sort of watch over it. So I'm gonna open up my brisket. The kids are just having their lunch. Again, I always kind of think a few steps ahead. If I was to get this on while she was down napping, I don't get to stop, or I don't get to do other things. So that's it there, a nice piece of brisket. Now I'm gonna have to mix it into a bowl, because if I pour it straight on top, it's gonna sort of be uneven. So let's look at my measurement. Oh, there's actually a sauce that goes with this as well. Oh God, I'm terrible at reading instructions. I need garlic, apple cider vinegar, ketchup, brown sugar, black pepper, onion, cayenne pepper, Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so let's just do the rub first. Step 1, do the rub. I am terrible at measuring things, but you need 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You need 2 teaspoons of paprika. Quite a hit of flavor, so you may want to cut it down if you don't like too much spice. Onion powder. I'm actually getting low on onion powder. So 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. These are all just things I buy in bulk from Coles. You can get them from Woolies, or you could go to like a herb place. I just think they're great staples to have on hand. 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Again, this is quite another potent kind of flavoring. Mustard powder. I'll get you some more in a minute, sweetheart. A teeny bit of mustard powder. And then salt and pepper. And these are my new salt and pepper grinders. I absolutely love them. They were $10 each. They're electric, so listen. I love it. And the salt. Love it. I got the labels from Just Label It. She made those for me. I think they're really cute. And I got these salt shakers, and I can't think of where from. If I can think of the brand, I'll list them below, but you can't get them now. They were on clearance. But she only had the navy blue, and I actually really like the navy blue. It's something different. Oh, these smell really good. So I'm going to give that a bit of a stir through. I smell like those spiced Indian stores. It smells so nice. Okay, so that is the rub. So I need to get that on top of the brisket. Can I try and bring these in a bit more? Because you don't really need to see my face. Hello, brisket. Give it a rub in. So let me put all of these ingredients away. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm just going to use the same, put this to the side, the same bowl that I made the rub in, because it's all going to go into the pot. I have everything here, 1.5 cups of ketchup, and I'm not good at measuring, so we're just gonna, that's about 1.5 cups. Sorry guys, I walked away while I was talking to you. 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. Yeah, that'll do. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 cup, do you reckon that's 1/2 cup? Let's just do a little bit more. I'd rather it be on the slightly sweeter side than the spicier side, if I'm completely honest. It says 2 tablespoons of black pepper, onion powder, and mustard powder, and cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. That's a lot of spice. I don't think I'm going to put that in, but it does say garlic. It says 2 cloves of garlic, which I don't have fresh. And we freaking love garlic. Well, I love garlic, so there we go. And this is meant, oh, that smells really good. That's the sauce. It says to put in Worcestershire sauce. I don't have Worcestershire sauce, but I don't think that's going to matter. All right, don't mind my bag of rubbish over there. That on low heat. I've just put the lid on the pot because I want it to sort of heat up and work its way through. Okay, so one other thing I want to get set up. I'm actually going to get out I'm going to make a sourdough loaf. So this is my sourdough starter. I made it a few weeks ago and it's actually going really well. I've made a loaf of bread and there are some tweaks that I want to do, but I'd like to make a loaf. I'm just feeding it. I'm actually talking sourdough terms. I'm just feeding it because I'd like to make a sourdough loaf tomorrow morning or maybe late this evening. We'll see how we go for timing. This is a sourdough starter I made myself. You can buy them, but making one, it's flour and water. That's it. That's how you make a sourdough starter. Flour and water, really simple. I put mine in the fridge just to stop the fermentation process. And when I want to use it, I pull it out, feed it, and then leave it on the bench. And I'm gonna make some sourdough bread. So you guys might actually get 2 recipes out of me in this vlog. You're quite lucky. So up close, this is what it looks like. I am going to put that out to ferment. And then after lunch, I'm going to start making a sourdough loaf. You can actually start to see there's bubbles coming up. And this is the process. I've actually looked a lot into sourdough. This is the process of it actually breaking down, I don't think it's the gluten, but it's actually, see now I can't remember. It's actually making the bread easier to digest. So from the research I have done, sourdough is better for you. And given my husband was having some tummy issues, it's all fine now. He's had tests and everything done and we're on track with not eating as much grains in our diet, which I find really funny. And please don't take offense and please don't take this the wrong way, but when I hear about fitness people or quite high profile YouTubers or Instagrammers, and we all follow them, and they talk about, oh my God, I feel so bloated, I've gone dairy free, and they're eating all these seeds and nuts. And we have been to 2 specialists, and then we heard from another 2 specialists, so 4 specialists all said the same thing. We are eating too many grains, nuts, and seeds, and our body cannot process them. They're getting stuck in our gut lining, and it's causing inflammation. So we took their advice, proper studied scientific advice from specialists, and we removed, for my husband in particular, we removed grains and seeds from diet. He has never felt better. His body is processing things better. We're sticking to white bread. So you would have seen in my weekly grocery hauls, I'm testing out a bunch of white breads. Abbott's has won hands down. We are loving Abbott's white bread. But then I went into a bit more looking into things, and yeah, apparently sourdough actually breaks down, I want to say gluten, but I don't think it is. It actually breaks down something and makes it easy to digest. To make sourdough bread, you need water, you need flour, and you need salt. I use self-raising flour. You can buy wholemeal flour, you can buy bread flour. I literally use, in this tub, it's just self-raising flour, and I made a really nice sourdough loaf. And I'm talking like that bread that's got the holes in it, it's got that real tangy kind of sourdough taste. That is what I'm making. Next week, I'd like to, my dog is sunbaking outside. Next week, I would like to actually do like a rosemary and garlic or olive one. I think would be really nice, but I'm just practicing the process of making it. But again, if you've got flour, if you've got water, if you've got salt, if you've got a jar that you can make your own homemade starter in, which is when you make the water and the flour over the course of a week, ferment, and it gets like a sour kind of smell and taste to it. That's all you need to make sourdough bread. It is so easy. So you're gonna follow me making a sourdough loaf, which means I'm probably gonna be vlogging really late tonight, which possibly means this video might be long. So I'll see if I can cut it down as much as possible. But this is just gonna sit on the bench, let the recent flour and water that's in here do its thing. I can already see it starting to like really bubble up, and I'm gonna make some sourdough.
I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this, we could have been Sourdough.
Right, little miss is due to wake soon, so I'm gonna get my bread started. So I've got a large bowl here. You're gonna need scales. Again, I'm not like big for measuring perfection, but scales do help me. So in a bowl, I need 425 grams. No, I need 475 grams. This is to make one loaf. I then reset my scale, and I need 325 mils of warm water. It's literally just like a dough. Like that's it there. You need to add 10 grams of salt, so not much, so don't overdo it. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is my starter, and it's super, super bubbly now. So I need to add 100 grams of the starter. And then I'm just going to use my fingers and massage this until all three of those components are combined. Okay, so I've got a nice ball of dough. I'm gonna leave that to rest with a tea towel on top of the bowl.
Looking for someone like you.
Alright, I've got you on the floor because this is actually where my afternoon sun is coming in, and I need this to be in a nice warm spot. So I'm just going to show you now how I fold it. So you can see how it's starting to rise and it's got the bubbles coming through. To fold it, I basically just pull one side up and fold it across. I'm going to do that sort of on every side, so 4 sides. This helps aerate it and put bubbles into it. You know, you eat sourdough, you get those nice bubbly air pockets. So I'm gonna actually do that 4 times every 15 or so minutes. It's looking good. Right, this has been slowly simmering away for about 2.5 hours. I've turned it once, which has got that caramelization on one side. The sauce or the liquid is actually soaking up really well. I've got this on a really low simmer. I've just pulled off a piece. Alright, if I'm being super critical, it's probably got a bit of a heavier tomato flavour, where I was probably wanting more of the smokiness and the spice to come through. But in saying that, with the sauce I didn't put any spices in it. So I think to balance it out, I'm going to put in a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of some curry powder, just to sort of oomph it back up again. I think that's better. I'm really happy with that. When that cools down, I'll slice it, pull it apart. I'm actually going to make and then to serve it, I'm just going to serve that probably on sandwiches with some cabbage or some coleslaw, homemade coleslaw. Or I'm going to do it with dinner. I put like a bunch of roasted veggies beside it and enjoy that. So really nice. I do like what I've just made.
Maybe I'm just too slow. We should just leave together. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you.
I don't think I was just recording then, guys. Sorry, I've just taken the brisket off the element and I'm cutting it up, and I'm going to put it back into the sauce just so the inside of it can sort of marinate. And yes, I have already gotten sauce on my t-shirt, which is fine. I took my jumper off about an hour ago because it was super hot, and now it's cooled right down. So I probably need to go put it back on. I try and cut with the meat too, just to give it some, make it a bit easier. I need to get my knife sharpened, but I love using a bread knife to cut meat. Even when we do like a roast, my roast lamb just falls off the bone, or the meat just falls apart when I make it. But I still like to cut it with a bread knife. I just find bread knives cut meat really well. So that'd be really nice on a piece of bread with some sauerkraut or cabbage or coleslaw, which I have actually just made. I had coleslaw not from last week. I had a cabbage not from last week, the week before, and I've just made a coleslaw mix there, which is just a jar purchased, which is a jar of mayonnaise. And I put in a little bit of salt with the cabbage and some apple cider vinegar. My husband doesn't love mayonnaise, and it just takes away a bit of that sort of eggy flavour that I don't think he likes. So you can see all that extra sauce now is just soaked up into the inner parts of the brisket. Do you reckon we're going to have this for dinner tonight? I'll show you as well what I've had to do, because the oven's on for the kids. I've had to move my bread, because the house is actually quite cool now, on top of the oven. So the element was on, it's now off, and the heat from the oven is helping just to get my sourdough to rise. It rises better in a warm environment. It just helps the fermentation process to create those air bubbles that we need. So I've turned them enough. I just need it to do its thing, and then I can roll it, score it. I usually bake it in the morning. Do I bake one tonight? Don't know. I feel like this afternoon's, today's vlog is all about trying new things. I've just tried a new recipe, and I'm contemplating whether or not I hate the lights in this kitchen. I cook my bread tonight, or I put it in the fridge and cook it tomorrow, because this recipe I found says you need to put it in the fridge overnight, which I had been doing. I just bake it. Maybe I'll just bake it and we'll see how we go. Hubby and I can have fresh sourdough, or we could do fresh sourdough with jam when the kids go to bed and a cup of tea. God, I sound old. Kids' dinner's just gotta cool down. Little man is obsessed with meat pies, like obsessed with meat pies. So he's got them and some veg tonight, and little miss has got chicken nuggets and veg. Look, dinner is not always pretty and fancy, it's pretty basic. I've taken chicken nuggets out the freezer and potatoes out the freezer. I've got my bread mixture. I am totally bypassing about 8 steps right now. So I am supposed to like roll it, let it rest, roll it, let it rest, but I just want to get this in the oven because I've literally just taken stuff out of the oven. So I'm just gonna forge ahead like I'm in the last stages of my bread making. I preheat my oven to 200 degrees, so nice and warm. And then with this here, I'm gonna turn it over and just roll and sort of fold it into itself. Now this does not feel as airy as it usually does, but I just want to get it made. And this is not the usual dish I bake it in, but I just want to get it baked. I was full of energy and ambitions this morning, people, and now I'm kind of done. I'm just going to score it, and this helps it rise in the oven. And this is nothing fancy. With a knife down, I'm probably talking quite loud because I've got TVs on and children. It's 5 to 5, bestest time of the evening to be making bread. So my oven's preheated. I'm gonna pop that in for about 20 minutes and let's cross our fingers it's gonna work. Now I'm very mindful of how long this vlog has gone for. My kids are eating their dinner. I'm gonna show you the end result of the bread. I think I'm gonna end it here because I've got so much I'm gonna have to edit out of this video to get it into a reasonable time for you guys to watch. But to wrap it up, for dinner, my husband and I, look, my husband's working late. I'm not really hungry because I had that Cinnabon scroll thing today and I had a sandwich with the kids. I'm really not hungry, so I'm probably gonna eat when husband gets home. When he gets home, it's gonna be quite late, so my bread would be done. So I actually think we are gonna do the brisket with the cabbage, the coleslaw, onto some fresh bread. Worst case, I'm just gonna have jam on toast for dinner. This is just being brutally honest with you. I'm covered in food, my hair needs a wash, my face is all greasy from the day, my kids are absolutely buggered, and little man has actually got an excursion at his kindy tomorrow that I put my hand up to volunteer. So we'll be up early tomorrow because I have to get there early to get a rundown on what I have to do, responsible for little children that aren't mine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's got everything in it. Again, I'm going to show you the bread at the end, and guys, that is it. We'll talk soon. Bye.